It's hard to pinpoint an exact moment of where I'd like to speak to myself. 9-year-old me, who was just starting to find friends after being severely bullied for a few years, who started to swallow air, or 13-year-old me who tried so desperately in order to fit in and be likable. What about 15-year-old me who tried with all their hearts to die, who craved attention from any man who would so much as smear their fingerprints on my flesh, who started to wound themselves in more than one manner? How about 17 turning 18-year-old me who fell in love for the first time, putting themselves in dangerous and unhealthy scenarios, whilst losing themselves along the way? Perhaps the freshly 21-year-old me who broke 2 hearts and not just one, when making the life-altering decision to end things with the person whom they thought they'd spend the rest of their life with. Why not the 22-year-old whose heart was crushed by a cowardice man? Or even now, to a 23-year-old who is crucifying themselves over what others say is a mistake. There have been small moments of pure serenity and clarity in my life. Those late mornings when I make myself bittersweet, instant cold coffee in my favorite flower-petaled mug. When I lay awake in the summer nights and say goodnight to the moon and good morning to the sun. The afternoons where I'm sitting cross-legged in my porch and the concrete touches my calves, and I lean forward to stretch my muscles and everything comes into place. Those late nights when I'm smoking and lean against the bricks, seeing the leaves of the trees sway against me. Los tiempos cuando agarro las manos de mi mamá para sostenerlas entre las mías, o cuando beso las mejillas de mi hermana y le trenzo el pelo, y cuando abrazo con mi papá con fuerza y juego con su pelo, cuando hablo con mis tías por WhatsApp y les digo de mi tía y cuántos la quiero. Whenever I get the chance to be near a dog and feel their fur against my fingers and coo at them. Things have not been easy in my life. There have been a lot of things that have occurred that could have been avoided by multiple parties. I've been the casualty of many events. I very much believed I'd be dead by now. I never thought I'd make it to 23. I'm terrified of the future and what is in store for me. I feel as though I have little to no sense of direction at times. Battling mental illnesses from a young age has contorted my views on living. I'm trying my bloody best to create a life for myself that is worth living. And I think I'm doing an okay job sometimes. I'm fortunate enough to have a support system who cares deeply for me, that would do nearly anything for me. I have people in the studio who help my creativity and flourish my abilities. I have Terry who makes nearly every single day worth living, Hope and Annie who keep me grounded, my family who I know would support me through whatever, regardless of how poorly I think of myself at times, or how I feel like a fraud. There's only one of me. And there's something tender about that. Deep down, I know it can be okay, and I'll be damned if I leave without fighting to make this count.